Here we go, boys. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. We just hit 85,000 subscribers. This is a crazy day. I never thought we would be getting that many within this short amount of time. So I'm really excited. I got my Discord open over here. So if you want to join up on Discord, it's a big old chat room. That's another thing that you can pop up in. There's a lot of links in the description. So the main thing that we're going to be doing here is that it's the 85,000 subscriber edition. So normally I do these types of videos Tuesdays and Thursdays. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over some motorcycle accident videos, okay? So I got my screen capture here. This is from, let's see, this is, I literally just put in YouTube motorcycle crashes. So there's some BrapTube, 100,000 subscribers on his. I haven't seen the video yet. I haven't seen any of this stuff yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over specifically kind of what happened. It's called an after-action review. We use it a lot in fire service, and I'm sure a lot of military and everyone do that too, to where we're going to talk about what happened, what went wrong, why did it happen, what could have gotten better. So I actually have my 3 questions here that I want you to answer for yourself. If you want to answer it in the chat, that'd be great. There is a 20-second delay, 30-second delay between me and you, but I still will love to see what you guys have to say. So here's the 3 questions. Like I said, what happened, why did it happen, and then what could have gotten better. All right, so let's go ahead and watch some of this stuff. And once again, if you'd like to support the channel, this video is going to get demonetized, so ad revenue is not going to help out, and I don't know if this will even be shown to anybody. So if you would like to support the channel, swing on by Patreon, or you can super chat. The latest super chat was from Jake from State Farm 94 for $10, so thank you so much. We got the top super chatter ice cold combos for the month, the latest YouTube member, and then the subscriber keeps getting updated. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Alright, this first one, that already looks a little awkward. That was a very close call. Okay. So we're going to figure out what happened. So what happened was, let's go ahead and rewatch it real quick again. It looks like he was trying to turn left with all his buddies. Because let's see, let's take a look at where all his buddies go. Okay, so all his buddies are going in the left lane. He's in the far right lane. He's wanting to move over to the left lane. And actually, you know, one sec. Somebody sent me a Skyer keyboard shortcuts for YouTube. Let me see. So I can actually, okay, sweet. So I can use the arrow keys. Let's see if that works. Let's see. Oh, much better. Thank you, man. I got all the arrow keys and stuff over here so I can actually do it. So all his friends are turning left. He's in the far right lane. His reaction is, oh yeah, the videos that I'm using, if they're monetized, I don't think maybe they probably are. That's the problem. Like I don't know. I saw an ad pop up when I first got in here. I got out of the ad, so yeah, an ad definitely popped up for them. But for me, it gets demonetized. So all his friends are turning. He's wanting to turn. Instead of just going to the next turnout, he decides to try to make this one. But here's what I want you guys to see is that when he does make the turn, he doesn't stop in time. So let's go ahead and do it. So right here, he made the turn. Now he's going too fast, right? He's going too fast. I want you to watch his handlebars. While we're doing this, I want you to watch the handlebars. You see his hand right now. It might be a little bit hard for you guys to see on the on your mobile phone, but his left hand is wrapped around the clutch. His right hand is already squeezing that front brake, okay? So when you squeeze in the front brake, it starts to lock up, and you see his handlebars start going crazy, okay? But he kept it straight. That's the important thing. He kept it upright. So let's go ahead and do that. Right there. Now, he might have, it looks like he stalled, so let's go back. Okay, you see right now on the bike right here, the control panel of the bike right here. You see how there's no light? Right now there's no light. He's got RPMs and everything. He's gonna apply the clutch, which will remove a lot of that stuff, but he's applying the brakes. But then notice how he starts applying the brake. Maybe that's the ABS that kicks in. But he stalled. He completely stalled. See how he had to start it back up? He's in neutral now. So what happened is that if this was any other situation, if he went over a median and plowed into that truck, that would have been its own problem. He was able to maneuver around it. But now, let's say this is an oncoming lane. It's an oncoming lane. He could have easily just gotten a head-on collision. So in these situations, you really just kind of want to go to the next turnabout. You could have just kept going straight and be like, hey, guys, I missed the turn. Come back around. It's as simple as that. Do not rush it. He cut across all this traffic. Easily could have gotten rear-ended. Caused its own issues. Now, this was an emergency freak accident, so definitely pay attention to something like this. So if this is the case, don't rush it. Speed was a factor. Not riding in a group setting and just kind of taking up the whole road was a factor. No communication was a factor. A lot of these things are a factor in what happened. This was a close call. He could have easily have crashed. So that's something that's very dangerous. Let me see my wife. She's sending me a bunch of pictures from the moto show. So I actually met a few people here. Let's go ahead and swing this by. I was at the moto show yesterday, so let's go ahead and go to this. So I actually took a bunch of pictures with some people over there with my big old hat. It was a lot of fun, guys. It was a lot of fun. I just had to share that with you guys. All right, let's go back. Let's watch the next one. Very lucky. He starts the bike back up again. So if there's a car coming and he didn't have his bike on, he wasn't ready to go. He's looking down. He wasn't looking at traffic. Car could hit him. There's no escape route. He's kind of at the mercy of what's going on with traffic at this point. Yeah, start it back up right there. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay. Oh, whoa, out of nowhere. So luckily, oh, another one. He's laughing about it. So luckily, he's riding around. So this is the first thing is that he's riding around. It seems like he's going at an appropriate speed to where he can see around all these blind turns. There's a lot of blind turns. You got a small lane road, no center line stripe, no shoulder, no escape paths really, because you have a building right here off to the right. You're riding around. Yeah, Rod, normally I don't stream on the weekends, but it's an 85,000 subscribers edition. So thank you all to my subs. Thank you to all the supporters. I appreciate it. So we're going to do one little extra one. So he's riding around. Seems like he's doing pretty good. He's kind of going what he needs to go. Right here's a blind turn. He sees what's happening. He was able to stop in time. And luckily, it wasn't a car that was speeding either. So this is a really blind turn. There's not much you can really do about this other than the fact that he slowed down appropriately, applied the brakes, moved off to the side. And at this point, he could have gotten mad. There's a lot of people that get mad at like stuff like this. And at this point, just let him go. You know, just let things go. Your training will kick in. Never really rush it. But on these back roads, that's why it's very important not to be speeding. That's why it's not a good idea. I mean, it's beautiful out. It's beautiful. And usually there's no traffic. There's nothing. And you could be speeding, having a blast, but bam, you run into one of these vehicles. Not good. So just really, there's speed limits there for a reason. It's really up to you to follow it. There we go. Let's watch the next one. So this one's on a track. Oh. Close call. That was a tank slapper right there. That was a tank slapper. Let's just watch that one real quick. This one's not much to diagnose other than the fact that he's on a track, so he's already in a safe spot. Once again, you're on a track, you're in a safer area. There's medical standby. There's regulations to be on the track, so you have to wear full gear. You have to, be prepared. This is the place to learn a lot of the racing techniques. A lot of the survival techniques is the MSF course. It's the same concept. It's a safer place to learn. So he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. What I figure out what happened? So it looked like he lost control of the bike for a split second. Had a little tank slapper. So I'm guessing why did it happen? I think the rear tire lost traction. I think he might have accelerated through the turn. Didn't have enough traction to maintain contact with the ground. The rear tire slipped. Once it slipped, it regained traction, causing him to wobble. He was able to maintain the bike upright. And then what could have gone better? Not much. That's kind of what he did exactly what he needed to do to maintain the bike upright. Let's watch that again. That was it. That's kind of where we're at. Let's watch the next one. Whoa. So, hey, Dealer 5687, thank you for becoming the new member. I'm waiting for it to pop up. It's going to pop up soon, and I get to go crazy. There we go. Dealer5687 became a YouTube member. Thank you for the support, bruh. Thank you. It should be updating down below where it says YouTube member. Thank you, man. So this dude, he just got passed up on the inside. It's a little scary, though. Look how close that was. Now, I don't know race etiquette, but okay. Let's watch this one. But right away, what is it you guys see? I'm going to give you guys that 20-second delay. But right away, the first thing that pops in your head, what is it that you see that's a danger? What is it that you see that you would be looking out for? What's the first danger that you would be looking out for when you see this right here? Okay, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to give you guys that 20-second delay. During this time, I'd like to say thank you once again to Dealer5687, boy. You got your green name. You got your mustache. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yes, I've been able to be very successful in this. It looks like he's wearing, just real quick, I know it's probably the color. He's wearing some type, those look like gloves. I don't know. They look like dishwashing gloves. Anyways, it looks like he's wearing gloves. But yeah, look at the shoulder. Look at the shoulder, guys. Look at the shoulder. There's also it's a yellow, solid yellow line down the middle, so I'm assuming no passing, blind turns. You're in the canyon, so elevation changes. Possibly the gradients of the road itself will change. You could have a decreasing radius easily somewhere. You could have some type of off-cantered road. Very, 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 very unsure type of ground and area. I just saw something real quick. Hey, Dan and crew just passed our MSF. We just passed our MSF course today. Girlfriend got a perfect score. Yeah, boy. Everyone give it Grat26 a woo if you can. If you are a YouTube member, you get the woo. But everybody give him a beer here. That's awesome, Grat26. Brock DeMars, you just booked your course today. That's awesome, dude. I actually got a course I'm going to be teaching next weekend, so it's going to be a blast. That class is fully filled up, 12 students. It's going to be amazing. All right, so let's watch the video. I like that it's at 60 frames per second. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's watch that again because I got a little excited. Let's watch that one again. Okay. Let's watch it one more time. Cruising along, nice smooth road. Panic. That's a panic right there. That is an absolute panic. So what you can see is that there are a cobblestone type of thing. I think there was signage. Let's take a look. So it looks like this sign right here shows that there is a divot in the road. I don't think there's any signage for the fact that it's cobble or it's not pavement. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's pause it right at this part. This motorcyclist made an oopsie. This motorcyclist up front made an oopsie. So that can happen. Okay, the terrain change, that can happen. Random things can happen. So the two factors. So what happened? One, the first thing that popped up was the motorcycle stopped. Okay, the motorcycle up front stopped. Okay, that caused an obstruction in the road. The motorcycles behind him, what he did was he applied the brakes, and he was going to use his escape path to get around that motorcyclist because there's an obstruction that was coming up. Okay, so what I can see right now in the still image is that his front tire and his handlebars are squared up to go straight. It looks like his rear end is starting to slide out. What does that mean to you guys? So if you're going and you're applying the brakes and your rear end slides out, what does that mean? All right. So what does that mean to you? I'm going to jump back to that once I see some in the comments. But the cobblestone, the terrain change, it's not that big of a deal. So if you're that motorcyclist up front and you see that, slow down a little bit, but do not stop. This is what happens. Do not stop. What happens if there was an oncoming car, and this is your buddy that has the GoPro? If there's an oncoming car and you stopped in the middle of the road, you're this first rider, you just caused your buddy to run into a truck because you decided to stop. Why? Was it you're worried that you're going to lose traction, you're going to bounce up, you're going to bump up off your bike, you're going to crash because of this cobblestone? That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen. What you can do is if you have to go over an obstacle, this is something you learn in the MSF, so it's hard for me to describe it. You're going to have to just do it practically out on the range, is that you want to lift your butt up off the ground a little bit or off the seat a little bit when you go over an obstacle. So he could have just went through this little divot, applying the proper technique to go over a bump or a small obstacle, and there would have not been a slowdown. There would have not been an issue. Nobody would have had to slam on the brakes, all those things, okay? So let's see. Too much rear brake, hit too rear brake, wheel locking, lost traction, all great answers. That is exactly what happened. So his rear brake, let's watch he's applying too much rear brake, so his back end is sliding out. But you'll notice that he recognizes that his back end's starting to slide out. So what he does is he releases the rear brake ever so slightly. This is something you learn in the book, in the e-course of the MSF. And then on top of that, you can learn it in the advanced rider course and a few other things. But what he does is that he releases the rear brake just a little bit, and it allows that rear tire to grab traction again, but while still in line, and he's able to move forward a little bit. So let's watch it real quick. At no point should the motorcyclist stopped up front. See, right here, he's just kind of coasting through. He stalled. So he stalled because he was probably in fifth, fifth gear, and he was at such a low RPMs that it stalled. So he had the clutch in, and then he tried to start the bike up and get going. So at that point, you make sure you start downshifting to the right gear, get out of the road, okay? The confidence of the rider up front is what caused the incident. But here's the thing. You want, in a group ride, you want to have the least experienced, the least confident rider up front, because they will set the pace. But here's the thing is, this is a learning situation. This is why we're doing all these things, is that if you are up front and you see something like this, just be aware, okay? Just be aware that there are people behind you. So have the necessary skills before jumping into a group ride to understand that a little cobblestone thing is not a big deal, okay? How many of you go over train tracks? How many of you go over train tracks on your motorcycle? It's the same thing. Now it's just like going over 20 train tracks, lined up side by side by side by side. it's the same thing. You just lift your butt up just a little bit off the seat and go over the bumps. Don't accelerate. Don't try to wheelie over them. Don't apply the brakes like this, because luckily this motorcyclist up front didn't fall down. Because if you apply the brakes, you put a lot of weight on that front end. That front end catches a divot on one of those cobblestones, you could easily fall down. But yeah, this was a very, very close call. What's up, Gotcha Studio? You a little bit late. We got 25 minutes into it. Not a big deal. We're going to be streaming for an hour. It's 85,000 subscriber edition, boys. Speaking of boys, I do have a t-shirt. I have one coming in. I'm wearing my DDFM crew t-shirt, so if you want to get you want to snag one of those, let me know. I actually just posted a Yeah Boy t-shirt on the UK Amazon. So we had a DDFM member wanting a UK one, so I was able to get one on the UK store. But boom, here we go. We got a DDFM Yeah Boy t-shirt up on the Amazons. Let me know if you want to snag one of those. How you guys doing? If not, you'd like to support the channel, please swing on by patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. All right, guys. All right. Here we go. Let's watch the next one. Yeah, enjoy the company, guys. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Ah! Let's go back. I was on the wrong section. So the issue on this video is not the driver with the GoPro. There's a motorcycle rider off to the right. It's kind of hard to see. He lane splits between this Nissan. It's not the Frontier. That's the Nissan Xterra. And the Nissan Xterra is either trying to change lanes or move out of the way of the motorcyclist with the GoPro. Almost hits the other motorcyclist. So it's kind of hard to see. So watch over here onto the right. Oh, hits him. He actually does hit him. Tried to pass up. It's a little bit hard to see, so we're going to go ahead and skip that one, okay? Wasn't paying attention. You gotta watch out. Sometimes pedestrians don't pay attention. There's not much to do to that one. Just to go over the after-action review questions, which are right here next to me. What happened? Why did it happen? What could have gotten better? Let's go ahead and take a quick look. So what happened was this person that was walking out into the street, just moseying along. Okay, so that's what happened. Why did it happen? Is because the pedestrian wasn't paying attention. It's perfectly fine. What could have gotten better? Not much could have gotten better other than the fact that the pedestrian shouldn't have been standing there. But remember, we are talking about all aspects, okay? We're talking about all aspects. And so what happened to the motorcyclist? Okay, the motorcyclist is in lane position 2. He saw the hazard coming up. Why did it happen? It's a busy area. It looks like there's a store right here. Looks like he has flowers in his hand, probably buying it for his wife. A bunch of cool stuff. So I mean, that's why it happened. It's in a busy area. Okay, so what could have gotten better? Not much. The motorcyclist stopped in time. He alerted the person that, hey, there's traffic. And then he never caused an issue. He just shook his head afterwards. He didn't yell at the guy. He didn't do anything like that. So that was it. So Joe works today. How do I ride over speed bumps? Slow down, speed up, ride over at an angle. You want to go at it at a perpendicular. Let's go ahead and switch to this real quick. Let's answer a question here. This is the 85,000 subscriber special. So here's the speed bump. Let's say this is a speed bump and you're traveling. Let's say you're traveling up. This is the easiest way. So you're traveling up. Here's the speed bump. You want to go at it at a 90-degree angle. You don't want to go at it at a side angle. You want to go at it as straight as possible over the obstacle. You want to slow down prior to meeting the obstacle. You don't want to hit the brakes and then hit the obstacle, or go over the obstacle and then go over it. You don't want to do that. If anything, you want to blip the throttle a little bit to get some speed, just a little bit. That way, when you blip the throttle and give yourself some acceleration, it actually raises your suspension up. It actually gives you a nice little cushion so you can actually go over it. And then you also want to sit up on the pegs, not the passenger pegs. You want to sit up on your floorboards, your footrests, your pegs, whatever you want to call it. Get your butt off the seat just a little bit. That way when you go over the obstacle, the back end doesn't hit your butt and want to flip you over, okay? This is something you learned in the BRC1, the MSF BRC1. It's I think it's part of number 12. I could be wrong, skill 12. But you learn how to go over an obstacle. So you definitely don't want to... I like cut my finger open yesterday. You definitely don't want to slow down. Or I mean, you don't want to brake. You want to go over the obstacle at the speed that you're currently going at. You don't want to go too fast. You want to just blip the throttle real quick, and you definitely want to go over it at a 90-degree angle. All right, let's do that. Boy, you're welcome. You're welcome, bruh. You're welcome. There's some great videos on that. I haven't made one yet, just because I actually have it on the docket. I have it on the thing, but I've been going over a few other things. But if you want to swing by and you want to check out the Yeah Boy DDFM t-shirt, that's the link to the Yeah Boy. That's the Yeah Boy t-shirt. If you're in the UK, I got a UK version for you. Let me go ahead and do that. Still a noob. We were all noobs, man. We're all noobs at some point. And honestly, I treat myself as a new rider every single time I go out for a ride. That way, I'm always on the lookout for crazy things. Being complacent is very, very, very bad. All right. Whoa, whoa. So this one is kind of a close call. Now here's the thing when it comes to GoPros is that they have that wide angle camera. So when you're out riding, a lot of these, especially in these videos, it seems like the cars are far away. Seems like the cars are far away, but they really aren't. They're really close. Hey, Leandre Goy, boy, thank you so much for the Patreon support. I think we're at 291 now. Yeah, 291, guys. Let's see if we get 295. Let's see if we can get 300 by the end of the month. Remember, it's only $1 a month, and it really helps out the channel. See if we can hit 300. That'd be great. So right here, it seems like the Jeep pulls out in front of both of these cars. So the fact that the Jeep can't, I understand why the Jeep can't see the motorcyclist because of inattentional blindness, but the Jeep can't see the bright red vehicle. So basically what happens is the Jeep just definitely wanted to just make it out into that turn lane. Probably been waiting there for a little bit. So, all right, no problem. Gotcha, studio. This video will go up a little bit later. So in about 5 minutes, though, I'm going to do something a little special. See you later, man. Okay, let's not worry about that. But here's the Jeep that I was talking about up on the top left. Now, here's the thing. So what happened? Okay. So what happened? Well, the Jeep pulled out in front. Okay, so the Jeep pulled out in front, pulled out of here, tried to make it into this turn lane. This is actually not a turn lane. See how it's a double yellow? So this isn't one of those center line turn lanes. This is a double yellow. He's going against this driver right here is doing something completely illegal. So this is a double yellow line. This right here is a turn lane for motorcyclists going the same direction as the motorists going the same direction as the motorcyclist. So this is a turn lane for the motorcyclist to turn left. This Jeep driver is in the wrong spot. Okay, so that's danger. That's why it's on here. So he rushed across, going against traffic. Could have hit this motorcyclist. The sun is in the motorcyclist's eyes. So it's actually very good that he was paying attention. So what happened was all of that. Why did it happen? The Jeep driver is in a rush. The driver is in a rush. There's been many times where I've been in this situation as the Jeep driver. It's like, man, I really want to get across. I need to turn left. It's too busy. So you know what I do? Instead of doing this and possibly endangering the lives of other people, you know what I do? I turn right. I go to the next light, which looks like there's little dots up on the top. It looks like there's a light right there. I'll go to the light and do a U-turn. Do not do that as a motorcyclist or a car driver, okay? All right, guys. So what could have gotten better? This Jeep could have not been an idiot. What could have gotten better on this one? Remember, every little thing could be better. The motorcyclists did a great job recognizing it. Great job. Good job, motorcyclists. But here's the thing. One thing that the motorcyclist could have done better is kept his hands on the handlebar, because his right hand is his clutch and brake. Very important. Don't get caught up in the anger of the moment. So that's what could have gotten better. Watch out for the trailer. Always watch out for a trailer. Okay. Nope, illegal. Completely illegal. Stalled. Now, I don't know. This is all from the same person. This is from Moto Ride AZ. I'm not calling this guy out, okay? But if he's in Arizona, that was illegal. Yeah, it's probably. What's up, Leandre Goy from Belgium? Nice to have you here, mate. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you check all the stuff that you're going to get. We have a Patreon meeting this Tuesday. So, yeah, let's go back. So, this is Arizona. Okay, so my first reaction is that he's in a bad spot right here. So if a car wasn't paying attention, because they all came to a stop roughly pretty quick. If there was a car that wasn't paying attention, he could have been hit easily. So that's a little freaky for me. If this is Arizona, that's illegal. That's illegal. You can't lane split or lane filter in Arizona. And the only reason why I know that is because I live in Arizona, and it is part of the Arizona revised statutes. So you definitely can't use the shoulder for that reason. Now, I don't agree with the worker jumping out and running through traffic. Let's see. I think he came from this car. He came from the car right here, or the truck that had the trailer popped out. But you definitely don't want to accelerate on the shoulder for this reason, okay? That's all the motorcyclist's fault on that spot. I know it's hot. I know I really wish we had lane filtering. But here's the thing. For one, in Arizona, lane filtering, I would love to have it because, like I said, it's hot, it's disgusting, it's safer, all these different things. It's so much better to lane filter, but we can't do it. It's not legal. Now, if you go off and do it, you run the risk of getting a ticket. You run the risk of something like this. But here's the thing. Since it's not legal and it's not known to motorcyclists, or it's not known to motorists, motorists don't know about lane filtering. They haven't been taught that in the state of Arizona. So look at it from their perspective. At no point is this construction worker going to look on the shoulder for a motorcyclist, because at no point in the state of Arizona has he ever had to deal with that. At no point has the cars ever had to deal with a motorcyclist doing this. So they do not know. They do not look for it. So now you're playing a very dangerous game when it comes to all the other people on the road. That's how I look at things when it comes to doing something like this. So do not do it. Filtering is filtering, lane splitting, lane filtering. They all have kind of different names. Filtering is more of the correct term, I guess. Thanks for stopping by, Dealer. Appreciate it. Fan of the Cardinals. I root for the Cardinals just because it's Arizona. Okay. Now, another thing. Look how he's grabbing the brakes. Okay, so he's grabbing the brakes with one finger. Right there. So he was applying the brakes with his one finger. It's not proper braking procedures. It's a little bit hard. He stalled right here. It's an overall bad situation. So this is the same rider. This does look like Arizona, to be honest. Looks like Phoenix. Idiots. Kids are idiots. Yeah, that's Phoenix. Let's see. 19th Ave. Yeah, this is in Phoenix. This is one of those weird situations. This is not, yeah, it's supposed to be red for them to get going. So the kids caused the problem. The motorcyclist did a decent job. But here's the thing. At this point, there's two situations that could happen. One, you could either hit the person or maneuver around them, or two, get hit by traffic behind you. So just because you're doing this and it looks good that, hey, you didn't hit them, you survived that, now I'm worried about the person behind me. I don't care about these kids anymore. These kids you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But now you just put my life in danger. I'm in the middle of the intersection. There's cars, there's traffic that's behind me that probably not paying attention like I am. And I'm going to get hit because of that. So at this point, it's like, get out of the road and I'm going to go. So try your absolute best to get out of there. Okay, this is a dangerous situation. Go, 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 go. Get out of there. Go, 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 go. That's what I would be doing. So he's in a parking lot. And he hit the bush. Was that it? So he hit himself in the bush. He hit his face in the bush. Nicole, passed your theory exam last Tuesday. Started my IBT training soon. I'd like to watch Crash Accident videos. Try to critique like you're doing here. Great tips. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Thanks for being a patron too, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, boy. I'm looking at the Discord real quick. Just looking real quick. All right, so let's see what happens here. After this one, we're gonna do a giveaway. Ha ha! Oh no, no, no! Oh no, 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 no! Ah! That was loud. Okay, let's rewatch this. All of this is highly illegal. I don't know who this is. He's doing a lot of illegal things. And then it gets up on camera. I really don't want to critique. There's a reason why it's illegal, because a lot of it is very unsafe. Okay, so this Nissan Versa, this is an Arizona plate, so it's definitely Arizona. So this Nissan Versa is wanting to turn left. The blinker's going on. So you're in line, okay? So if we want to be respected as motorcyclists on the road, if we want to be respected and shown that we get the full lane when we ride, we don't want people coming into our lane, we can't treat the road like this, okay? So do not treat the road like this, okay? So what I see here is that he's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to go. I can make it because I'm on a motorcycle. I'm quicker. I can do these things. That's not how you should be acting. That behavior is very bad. So what he sees is that there's a gap between this red vehicle and the semi with the tractor on it. But as soon as he goes, he thinks he's going to go for it. The red vehicle is like, no, I'm going. So now the motorcyclist is in a tough spot. Now he has to accelerate oncoming traffic just to get back into where he's supposed to go. Very, very bad. Okay, so watch this. So let's go back real quick. I want you guys to see what I saw. So this Nissan Versa has the left blinker on. Okay, the left blinker on. It's wanting to turn left. So he passes this person, tries to make it in between the red vehicle and the semi. The red vehicle said no. And you see him hold his hand up like, hey, I'm going to go for it. And then he's like, oh, crap. And then he doesn't go for it. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's a very huge risk, very dangerous. Do not do this, guys. So watch. The Nissan Versa has a blinker on. He gets impatient. He thinks he's going to make it between the red vehicle and the semi after the semi is turning. Right here. Red vehicle's like, nope. Car coming right here. Car was coming on right there. We're gonna skip this one because it's so freaking loud. So remember, don't do that. So this video is all about close calls. We watched a lot of accident videos last time, but this is a close call video. So everybody, real quick. 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I'm gonna do a giveaway real quick. Okay, I'm gonna give a challenge coin. This is a DDFM challenge coin. It's still in the wrapper, still good. I got mine over here. I'm running out of these. These are limited edition. There's only 100 of them, okay? There's only 100 of these DDFM challenge coins. This is metal. It's metal. Okay? I'm going to do a giveaway. The first person to become a $20 patron is going to get this. First person. First person to become a $20 patron will get this. That is something that I sell these for $20 already, but for a $20 patron, you automatically get a bunch of stuff. You get your name in the credits for everything. $20 patron, the next $20 patron will get one of these things, one of these challenge coins. So it's basically a free $20 perk on Patreon, and then you get a challenge coin. I think I have like maybe 5 more left, 5 or 10 more left. And, you know, I'll throw in some 520 Moto stickers. I got a bunch of 520 Moto stickers. So, you know what? Let's just start adding more stuff. All right, I'm gonna add more stuff. Let me find something else. Let me find something else to give. Let me go in my closet real quick. Let's see. Ah, crap, I dropped everything. All right. Here we go. Coming back. So the next person to sign up the first person to sign up as a $20 patron is going to get the DDFM challenge coin, get a bunch of 520 Moto stickers. You're going to get a DDFM patron magnet. Okay? It's a magnet. So you're going to get all of that. Let me see if I have another sticker. Oh yeah, I got another sticker. And then a tracker sticker, okay? So you're going to get for $20, you're going to get all the perks from a $20 perk. You're going to get your name in the chat. You're going to get your name in the next videos. You're going to get a challenge coin, 520 Moto stickers, my own tracker sticker, and you're going to get a DDFM patron magnet, okay? And if anybody signs up afterwards, like if you accidentally got second place, you're really looking for that. If you're really looking forward to all this stuff, you know, for anybody for the rest of the stream signs up as a DDFM senior crew, which is the $20 patron, I'll send you a DDFM patron magnet along with it. So anybody that signs up as a senior crew patron, this is a special offer. This isn't something that I normally do. See you later, Jake from State Farm. So for the rest of the stream, I'm going to be streaming for probably another 20 minutes, okay? Anybody that signs up as a senior crew member gets a DDFM patron magnet. Like I said, look at it. It's a magnet. It sticks. You can move it around. There you go. You get a DDFM magnets, but the first one is going to get this, stickers, and a bunch of other stuff. All right, let's jump back into it. Swing on by patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. There's the link right there. See you later, Jake. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Let's watch the next few videos. Oh, I got to switch over to the screen capture, boys. Whoa.
Ooh.
Yep.
Mother. Right? It's fucking close.
You guys want to go over some actual accents? So we're doing a lot of near misses. At least with the accents, I can talk to you guys about. Let's do it. Motorcycle crashes. With the accents, I could talk to you about what kind of happened, like what kind of injuries would happen. All right, so this is another compilation. Whoa! 1 second here. Steven Dowd, boy! Stephen Dowd. Let me go grab your. Oh, that was quick. Who showed up first? That's a tie. That's a tie. I'm gonna give both of you guys. A. Holy crap. So that was unexpected. You guys tied. I got 2. Stephen Dowd, Brock. So Stephen and Brock, you guys are both going to get a DDFM. A brain fart challenge coin. It's crazy how quick that happened at the same exact moment. You guys both are going to get one. I'm set. I'm putting it all here. Okay. So you got these 2. You got some 520 Moto stickers. So you guys are gonna get 2 520 Moto stickers each. Okay, let me separate all these things. I got this sticker. Let me find you another sticker, boy. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, boy. All right. After the stream, I got your swag right here, dude. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to include your name in the chat. Let me go ahead and refresh the cache of this. We're at 293 patrons. So Dan, I'll send you one. I'll send you one. I thought I sent you one though. I think that was part of the thing for being a legend, bruh. I'll send you one. Let me see if I can. Let me grab one. Yo, Dan, I know I have an extra one somewhere. Dan, I'll send you one. So congrats, Brock. Congrats, Steven. You guys are getting your stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for pledging. That really does help out the channel. I'm actually going to include your names right now in the DDFM senior crew list in the description. I got a prize closet. That's a great idea. I'm going to start calling it the prize closet. That's the great thing about having a room now. So in the chat, or not in the chat, but in the description, it says the DDFM senior crew. I'm going to add Stephen and Brock. Brock and Stephen. Thank you, guys. I say Stephen a lot. It reminds me of the meme. Steven, there you go. Thank you, guys. That makes a huge difference. This video is going to demonetize. You just completely wiped away the issues of demonetization of this video. So thank you, Steven. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, guys. This is yours, Steven. And then this is yours, Brock. Thank you. I have it set aside. I have all your information because you have to sign up with your information. That way I can send it to you. I'm going to put it in an envelope. I'm going to get everything nice and situated for you. Thank you. Let's go over some more. Stefan, yeah. That's exactly what you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's watch. All right, he crashed. Good job. That sucks. Set a track, though. Oh, it's an FC07. Ooh, that's a dead bike now. We're gonna go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Ooh! Oh! Okay, so we're gonna watch. So this is lane filtering. It looks a lot like California. Let me see. Yeah, so this is a California plate. I could see it pretty clearly on mine. So 1080p is the best I can do. It's California plate. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. It's completely legal there right now. He's got, everything. He's got his mirrors and all that stuff. He's doing his thing. He's whatever. There's a motorcyclist that's going to pop out to do the same, but he did it very unsafe. What he did was he pushed another motorcyclist into another car. This motorcyclist with the GoPro broke the mirror of the other car. So now there is an issue between this motorcyclist and that car. They're the motorcyclist that caused it is probably going to take off, and it's a shitty situation. So let's watch. Completely broken. So that motorcyclist, yeah, it's only legal if it's safe, and this motorcyclist that jumped out in front of everybody was not safe. Steven, I've had it happen to me before in a Taco Bueno. I told the cashier it was Steven with a PH. That was on my receipt. PHTEVEN. Oh, so you could still get a ticket if it caused a problem. Yeah, but here's the thing. That guy probably took off. That sucks. He's a turd. He shouldn't have done that. So this motorcyclist should have just stopped. He crossed multiple lanes of traffic. That is dangerous driving. And now he's going to do it. Just because Steven with a PH and Brock won the recent $20 stuff, now if you sign up and you become a senior crew member, you're going to get yourself a magnet, everybody. So once again, if you still want to support the channel, you're going to get a DDFM patron magnet. It's a 3x3 magnet, okay? You'll never ride alone, the DDFM patron crew, okay? $20 Patreon. It's going to help offset any of the demonetization issues that we have on this channel, and you'll be supporting the channel. And then on top of that, you're going to get all the perks. So right now in the description, it says Steven and Brock. You probably have to refresh your browser, but you have your names as a DDFM senior crew member out at the front. So thank you so much. Yep. Oh.
Не трогай меня.
All right, so let's redo this concept. This is one of the dangers of lane filtering. What's up, Todd? Let's see. Taking an MSF course next weekend. What are some pros and cons of filtering? Been watching a lot of videos recently. I also live in AZ, and it seems like it is needed here. It is definitely needed here. The pros and cons of lane filtering, everybody. The pros are less traffic congestion. It's easier on the motorcyclists to get in and out of traffic. Brian, thank you, man. Yeah, boy, we got a Brian over here with another picture, boy. Appreciate it. I don't know what I just said, but we're at 294, everybody. 294. Let's see if we can get 295 by the end of the stream. Who knows? I might stream for a while. So yeah, so the pros and cons is less traffic congestion. I keep wanting to say chest congestion. Less traffic congestion. It's safer for the motorists that are on the motorcycles. And what else? Yeah, so it's safer in terms of it reduces rear-end collisions. It reduces mechanical failure and all these other things and errant driving. The cons is that, especially in Arizona, is that nobody knows how to lane filter. Motorists and motorcyclists don't know. So it's just another aspect of crazy driving that people don't like and they don't want. Motorists don't want. And it's really tough. Evan Scott, we just hit it, boys. We hit 295, boys. Thank you, guys. We're getting closer and closer to the 500 goal. The 500 goal is to make it to where I can travel the country. That's the point of the 500 goal. Okay, we're at 295. Let's update it real quick. Thank you so much. There was a study from UC Berkeley. So UC Berkeley lane splitting study. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this. Okay. So I'm going to get the study. Okay. And I'm going to share it to the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. I'm just going to straight up share it into the Discord with no context whatsoever. If you would like to join the Discord, everybody, to get an idea of that, swing on by the Discord right there. That's absolutely free. I just posted the UC Berkeley study that finds it that it's safer if you're doing it smart. So definitely do it. But yeah, Arizona definitely needs it. I think there's something on the ballot for that. Yeah, boy, keep up the work, Dan. Yeah, boy, thank you. Speaking of yeah, boys, I don't want to keep doing advertisement. I'm just getting excited for all the new stuff that's happening. We have a Yeah Boy t-shirt. A Yeah Boy t-shirt on Amazon. Free shipping and free returns with Amazon Prime. Yeah, boy. All right, let's get back to this. So he's lane splitting or lane filtering on the left side of these big vans, so he can't be seen. He's not seen. And this vehicle that's going to pull out in front of him, which is one of the most dangerous positions and dangerous things for motorcyclists, he's just going to go because he can't see the motorcyclist. He thinks there's an opening. And on top of that, this bus driver allowed this person to come through. So it's one of those situations where the driver itself was like, hey, come on through. I'm going to pause for you. Come on through, okay? Hey, gotcha. You're back. Yeah, boy. I knew you're going to be back. So right here, what I'd be watching for, okay, there's a reason why this bus is going to apply the brakes, okay? So they're stopping for a reason. So if I'm ever lane filtering in a situation like this, I'm looking at the brake lights of the traffic that I'm traveling with. So right here, I see the brake lights appearing. Okay, the brake lights appearing on the bus ahead. That means I need to watch myself around this vehicle. So this right here, the motorcyclist is probably just paying attention of going straight, not paying attention to the warning signs that are happening. This is where it comes into play, where you need to understand the warning signs. You need to understand driver behavior. You need to understand your own rider behavior, and this is stuff that you learn at the MSF classes. If you're in Arizona, swing by Ride Arizona MTC. I got a class up this next weekend I'll be coaching. We got 12 students. It'd be great to have more throughout the month and throughout the year, so I'll be teaching and doing all those things, boys. So you see how there's a brake lights and this person's slowing down. The motorcyclist hasn't slowed down one bit, isn't paying attention. Definitely should be. Now here's the problem. So in this situation, now what are you going to do? There's not much he can do other than hope. At this point, I am hoping the behavior of the car driver is just going to keep doing what he's going to want to do. I want him to continue to make his path into the lane. I would like to filter. I would like to use my escape route to the right. At this point, this is a side impact to the lower extremity to his right leg. So his right leg is the lower extremity. He's going to have an impact, possibly his ankle, because this is a car. So the bumper that's basically going to make contact. He's on a dirt bike, so it's a little bit higher. So the mechanism of injury is possibly a 40-mile-an-hour crash with a side impact to the lower right extremity. Possible broken bones to the lower right extremity down below the knee, depending on the crash itself. So he definitely hit his head and rolled a little bit. Okay, so real quick, wearing regular jeans. Okay, so the abrasion resistance isn't very good, but he does have some type of impact resistance. I don't know if these are CE certified, but he does have upper thigh and looks like upper shin. I mean, lower femur, upper tib. I don't know if this offers any type of protection, but what I see is that he's wearing regular shoes with laces. That's one of my beginner no-nos, and that impact to his right leg could possibly break his ankle and his leg easily. Now, hopefully he didn't get his foot hit. Is he wearing two different shoes? Was he wearing two different shoes? One second. I'm getting a quick look. Damn it. Let's see. No, he's wearing the same shoes. Okay, I thought he was wearing Converse on the right foot. You're welcome, Stacks. You're welcome. So that's definitely an impact to his lower extremity. Not good. Hey, Brian Price! boys, guys, we're gonna hit 296. Thank you, Brian. Holy crap, dude. We're going up. We were at what, 290? Did we start at 290? This is insane. 296. 296. Aegon Targaryen just joined the Discord. Are you the real Aegon Targaryen? Whoa, Stacks! Holy crap, Stacks. Thank you, man. Oh, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody in the Discord knows that you just supported the channel with $20, dude. Thank you so much. Every time you guys do a super chat, it gets shared to the Discord to let everybody know how awesome you are. Appreciate it. That is amazing. I like your profile pic too, man. Doggos with glasses, classic. Oh, whoa! What are you doing? Oh. Okay. Let's watch it again. Let's watch this again and go over what happened, okay? Brock, you're Aegon Targaryen? Yeah, Arizona is cactus country, man. Yeah, can we hit 300? Can we hit 300? So Brock, though, since you are in the Discord now, make sure you link your Patreon and your Discord together, because you get access to the crew lounge and a bunch of other cool things. So I'm actually here's the Discord, guys. If you don't know what Discord is, it actually says, new super chat by Stacks over here. Lets everybody know. I posted the UC Berkeley study right here. So this is the UC Berkeley study, finds lane splitting is safe if you're smart. So all these, I give you like a quick rundown of the study right here. I think there's a link to it. So to answer that question, yeah, that's what's important. But I posted it in the Discord. It's this major area of a chat room. It's really cool. So you get access to the crew lounge if you're a patron, a bunch of other cool things. So make sure you guys swing on by the Discord, and if you are a patron, make sure you link everything up. Let's see. Just went and bought all my gear going to the MSF course this upcoming weekend. Wish me luck over here in SoCal. Everybody wish 710 Tyler luck. Good luck, Tyler. Dan Shea already did it. Thank you, man. That's cool. Took the bike bonding course yesterday. Good course, and had no problem doing the lollipop at the end. Spencer, I want to take that. We're going to start offering that at Ride Arizona MTC, and I want to take the bike bonding course. Cannot wait. That's going to be so badass. All right, so let's take a look at this. This looks like it's in America. The only reason why I say that is I don't really see too many double yellows anywhere else in the world. But he's going 69 miles an hour. He's going 70. I don't know if this is a 70-mile-an-hour road. But he's obviously going too fast for his own skill. Not necessarily for the road. He's going too fast for his own skill. And he goes across the double yellow. He goes super wide, and there's oncoming traffic. And this is why you do not speed. This is why you do not race. This is why you do not act like a dum-dum out there. Oh, come on, Nightbot. I'm getting rid of Nightbot. Sorry, Nightbot, you're being dum-dum. Nightbot, let's get out of here. What are you doing over here? You're allowed to go make those comments. As long as you don't do anything crazy with like caps. Let me take Nightbot off the Nightbot was there supposed to help out, but it's being a little dumb. Let's see. Is it bad my dealer salesman didn't know what the MSF is? I see that as a bad sign. It just means that your dealer doesn't know too much about it. That's all it is. It's not that big of a deal when it comes to selling you a bike, but it can be a pretty big deal when it comes to explaining, hey, this is what you're going to probably need to do. You know what I mean? If I was a dealer, I would definitely be telling people to take the MSF course. That's basically where I'd be at with that. So while we have these technical difficulties going on, let's go ahead and I'm going to take off Nightbot. Nightbot's being dumb. Nightbot, you stupid dum-dum. Let me get it off there. So Nightbot was supposed to help out when it comes to Discord, but it's just being stupid for now. So let's see. Let's do spam protection. Let's do disable the excessive caps. Disable. There you go. So no more of that. All right. Let's go back to the screen capture. So he went too fast. Went on to incoming traffic. Got hit. Okay. So. Oh, your battery might die. Don't let the battery die. Thank you, Stacks, for the super chat. Appreciate it. You're so close to be the top super chatter too, boy. So look at this right here. Cross the double yellow. At this point, this is a blind turn. Bad spot. This is why you don't do it. You're already in a bad spot already. Oh, Todd, right here. Honda Rebel 500, Kawasaki Vulcan S. So torn between the two. Your thoughts, please. Two different bikes. I love the Honda Rebel 500 and I love the Kawasaki Vulcan S. You'll want to get the Kawasaki Vulcan S if you're a little bit taller and you plan on going a little bit longer distance riding, more interstate stuff. Honda Rebel 500 is a great bike too. I would basically just pick whatever it is that you feel comfortable on and you get the best deal on. You can't really go wrong with either or. Kawasaki Vulcan S has a more of an aggressive look compared to the Honda Rebel 500. Honda Rebel 500 has more of a classic cruiser bobber look. Yeah, I agree with Ploy. He summed it up pretty good. Ploy Anderson, I'd go for the Vulcan S, but Honda Rebel 500 looks cool. There it is. So about right here, dang it, I forgot it's a 5-second when I rewind it. So I want you to watch, as soon as he sees the vehicle, you're going to see his hands reach for those brakes. So he smashes the living crap out of that front brake and rear brake. The reason why he's doing that is because obviously he's inexperienced. He shouldn't be taking these turns this fast. If he was as experienced as he thought he was, he would have been able to make the turn. But since he didn't, now he's going to apply the brakes inappropriately, cause his rear tire to skid, which you'll see at the last second. So it looks like his back end basically gets hit by the car. His front end survives, but at the end of the day, he crashed. It's a little rough. Heavy duty damage. See the back end? See how the back end slid? See how his handlebars are turned towards the car, but then the bike itself, the fairings and everything, the headlight is pointed that way. That's because the rear end started to slide out from him. The truck did nothing wrong. Truck was doing what it's supposed to be doing. This is just an unfortunate accident that was caused by the motorcyclist. Motorcyclist should have had a little more training. Not much you can do about this at this point. You're just, gravity and physics are going to take you. Let's rewatch that in slow motion. Full speed. Oh, slow motion, full speed. Without me stopping is basically what I'm trying to say. Remember, guys, the next patrons that become $20 patrons, next senior crew patrons, you're going to get all the perks of the senior crew, but then you're going to get yourself a DDFM patron magnet, okay? So if you become a $20 crew member, you get a patron magnet, okay? So support on Patreon. Hey, Dan, is it possible to stall at that speed? And what happens if you stall at a high speed, like letting go of a clutch quick? You won't stall at that high of a speed, Ploy. If you let it go of the clutch quick at something like that, if you're downshifting, you're going to have engine braking of some sort, which is going to cause an issue that you're going to have. It's going to cause the bike to jerk a little bit here and there. But you're not going to have too much of, you're not going to stall. The only time you'll ever stall at a high speed like that is if something legit happened, like your rectifier on your bike, like your battery died, something got disconnected. That's the only time. You're not going to stall at a high speed. I mean, you can basically pull all power to the rear wheel by pulling all the clutch lever fully in. I think I've seen this one. Yep. I think a few others crash.
Oh shit.
So
Oh shit.
this water, you know, this watermark's in the way. I can't really tell what's going on. So let's skip that one. You got your charger, yeah, boy. Let's see what happens. I think I've seen this one too. He goes off the road. No, he low slides. Oh, that's a high side. Woo! Ooh, that's dangerous. He high sided. Okay, so I don't know what type of setting this is in. This seems like it's this seems like it's not in the United States. He's going at a high rate of speed. He's having his, yeah, this is not in the United States. It says Jens Grunwald. So I'm guessing this is somewhere in Europe. High rate of speed. So there's oncoming traffic, okay? So first of all, very dangerous. High rate of speed. This line right here, this is oncoming traffic, okay? And the only reason why I know that now is because I saw a motorcyclist going this way. And he's crossing those lines a lot. So he's in his lane. There's a motorcyclist right there. It's coming this way. So when he crosses those lines, he's putting a huge risk. What's up, Dwayne? How you doing? So he crossed those lines right now. Huge risk. Blind turn. Not blind turn. He can kind of see, but so it sounds like he lost traction on his rear wheel and it caught right at the last second, so it caused a high side. So if you don't know what a high side is, it's when your rear tire loses traction, you start sliding, you're about to do a low slide. So low slide is when you lose traction. Let's go ahead and just do this real quick. So a low slide is when you lose traction and you start sliding and then you slide down and you fall. High side is when you start doing that, but then your rear tire catches traction again and flips up like that and you go flying over the top. That's what happens here. It looks like he loses traction and then it re-engages traction on the ground, like it caught it back up, caused the motorcyclist to flip over. That happens. That can happen. High sides can happen quite easily, to be honest. And but the thing that's causing a greater chance. Oh, Austin! Hey, Austin! Welcome back. Welcome back, boy. Appreciate it, Austin. Yeah, boy. 297, guys. We're 3 away from freaking. We're 3 away from 300, boys. Yeah, boys. So 58 miles per hour. Okay. So this guy's definitely going over 58 or 56, 58 miles per hour. He's definitely going over 90 kilometers per hour. The thing that made this accident worse is the high speed and the fact that he's doing it on a road with traffic, and who knows, his tires might not be up very good. I mean, it might be worn down. There's some issues. Ugh. That was his head. His head hit the ground. This is why you wear full gear. I know the friction point, but I've only gone 3rd gear, and I'm just saving up for a bike. I just got my waiver yesterday. May go to DMV Friday. Nice, man. Yeah, boy. Clocked 1,800 miles this week. You guys are clocking a ton of miles. Guys, I just saw for a quick second we had 80 people watching. So if you haven't clicked that like button yet, you guys need to click that like button, okay? I want to see like 70 something likes on this video before I stop the stream. If we keep getting patrons, you know what? Let's see. I got this one's for Brock. This one's for Steven. Let me go to the closet. I'm in a good mood today. Let's go to the prize closet. Going to the prize closet. Going to the prize closet. Going to the prize closet. Oh, we got Got some prizes, boys. Got some prizes, boys. Got some prizes. Got some prizes. What is up? What is up? Oh, let's go back to that. What is up, everybody? We got... I forgot I had these in the back. We got some more DDFM patron, but these are stickers. So these are DDFM patron stickers. Guys, for the rest of the stream. For the rest of the stream, if you become a $5 patron, you're going to get a sticker. Simple as that. If you become a $5 patron, you're going to get a sticker today. I got you know, I'm going to add a sticker to Steven. I'm going to add a sticker to Brock. So now you guys get extra. So thank you, Steven. Thank you, Brock. So if you become a $20 patron, you're going to get yourself a magnet and a sticker. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. So you're going to sticker and a magnet. Same thing. DDFM patron magnet and sticker if you become a $20 patron. Okay, that's over here. If you become a $5 patron, you're going to get yourself a sticker. I got a bunch of stickers, so whoever wants to sign up as a $5 patron, you're going to get yourself a sticker. All right, for the rest of the stream. For the rest of the stream, let's get back to this. I think I'll be streaming for a while today. I'm in a good mood. We're at the 85,000 subscriber mark. We're getting patrons up the Yahoo over here, and I'm increasing the... It's just for this stream. It's just for this stream, guys. Just for this stream. If you become a patron after the stream, you're just going to get the normal perks. But during the stream, if you become a patron during the stream, I'm going to be sending you guys all these things. So $5 patron, get a Patreon sticker. Let's do it. Cool, we got some exposition here. So at this point, I admit I should have reacted sooner, but I can't exactly remember what happened as I did see the breaks. And I felt like I responded instantly, but hey, accidents happen and luckily no one else was hurt. Okay, okay. It's hard to see. Oh!
Shit.
So it sounds like he's hurt. Okay. Oh. So what happened was it's poor visibility. Okay, come on. So poor visibility. He's wiping the... You can actually see it. So he has it cracked right here. So this is one thing. If your dad pays you... Oh, Trey. Trey, I'm setting one aside. Trey, thank you, Trey. Here you go. Boom, boom. What are the perks? Just so we can go over that if you guys want. Let's do that. Let's do that. Thank you. Thank you, Trey. So I'm over here. I'm on my Patreon page. Let's do this. Boom, boom. All right. So become a patron. Thank you, Trey. You're going to get yourself a sticker. I got a sticker off to the side for you. So we got, let's see. We got Brock over here, Steven over here. Trey, you just became a $5 patron. You're getting yourself a magnet. Got you one over here. Okay, so the perks here for $1 a month. If we get 500 supporters out of the almost 80,000 subscribers, I need to update that. I won't have to worry about demonetization. So basically for the $1 tier, you're going to get access to the DDFM crew manual. So let's actually take a quick look at the DDFM crew manual. What is the DDFM crew manual? Okay. Normally there's a password, but I'm already logged in. So the DDFM crew manual is just this right here. Okay. So you're going to get parking lot drills. Let's do U-turn practice. Okay. So there's a video on U-turn practice.
What is up, patrons? You guys ready to do some U-turn stuff? All right. So now, if you don't...
So U-turn stuff, and I give you all the information you need, some tips and everything for $1 a month. If you become a $5 patron, so Trey and everybody that became patrons, if you become a $5 patron or more, you're going to get your face. Send me a picture. You're going to get your face on the wall of support. So we got all these people over here. We got Rakk Attack, yeah, boy, with 11. Yeah, Skyer. See, I changed it. I accidentally put Skylar. It's Skyer now. We got Sour Scarlet. So everybody, if you become a patron, we got DueyDidit right there. Yeah, DueyDidit. Casey. There, we got Dan SHEA right here. Look at that. So, guys, if you become a patron, you get all these different perks. Parking lot practice. You get proper body positioning, how to turn, high-speed turning, at-home training. You get the motorcycle skills test demo. So,
What is up
you guys get
in a
to
20-foot box? Why would I have to do?
you get to learn how to do a bunch of this stuff. So, a little heads up. So, that's the crew manual. You get access to the crew manual for $1 a month. You get access to the bi-monthly patron meetings. So I'm going to have a patron meeting this Tuesday. Patron-only posts. $5, you get to join the Hall of Fame. You get your picture. You get to vote on future videos. You get access to Q&A and everything. $20 a month, you get your name in the videos themselves. You get your name in the description. You get free ebooks. So those of you that just joined up as a $20 patron, there is a post on Patreon that is meant just for $20 patrons. It has the beginner's guide. It has my module 1 already in it. Once I finish module 2 and 3, you're going to get those 2 for free. You don't have to pay for those. You get a special Discord role for all these things. You get to join the Patreon meeting and have a voice chat. And for $100 a month, you get a free personal thank you from me. But those are all the perks right here. All the perks. 1, 5, and 20 are the main popular ones. So swing on by, everybody. Swing on by patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. Right here. Boom, boom. That guy looks so good. Yeah, yeah, Viking, boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you guys are $5 or more, make sure you send me that, okay? There's quite a few of those, or quite a few of you that are $5 patrons, and that's one of your perks. If you stop becoming a patron and you've already sent me your picture and you've been a $5 patron, that never goes away. I'm never going to take your picture off. So sign up once, send me your picture, you can cancel, and that picture will stay up there for the rest of that website's life. Okay? All right, let's jump back into it. Let's see. Okay, I got a bunch of messages. So this one right here is low visibility. You can tell he's going to wipe his shield so he can't see very well, and he's got his visor cracked open. That's probably because it's fogging like crazy. So one thing to kind of help alleviate some of that is get a pin lock system. The pin lock system is basically like a insulated window for your shield. Here, there's not much you could do when it comes to water on the shield. You're gonna have to wipe it, but be quick about it, and definitely slow down your speed when you're riding in heavy traffic like this. You see how blurry this is? This is your vision through a shield when you're riding in the rain. So definitely be careful with that. Did a quick wipe. Oh, Todd McBride, boy. You are going to get yourself a magnet. You are going to get yourself a sticker. Okay, we got more. We got more. Andrew, you're going to get yourself a sticker. Make sure you guys send me your information, or not your information. You guys, when you sign up, I already get your information, so I don't need to get your information. I got my printer. I got all my stuff. I'm going to send it out quick. It's going to be sent out today and tomorrow. I'm going to have it all prepped out, so it's going to be sent out tomorrow. We just hit 300 patrons, boys! We just hit 300 patrons! Thank you so much. We hit 85,000 subscribers. We hit 300 patrons. Do we have, I think we were at 39 YouTube members. We're at, let's see, I think we hit 40 because of Deedler. Let's see. Oh, you guys are insane. We hit 40 YouTube members. So I think that means I get another custom emoji, I think. I get another custom emoji at 40 YouTube members. I do. What should we pick? I want you guys, I'm going to put it in the Discord. I want to know your guys' opinion on what we should have when it comes to one more emoji. We get one more emoji for YouTube. So guys, we're going to figure that out. We get an extra emoji. Can't wait. I'm actually going to lock, I was going to say lock it in, but I don't have anything to put in there. So we're going to figure that out. Guys, we hit 300 patrons. Let's see if we can hit 7,000 patrons. I'm just kidding. Let's see if we the more the better. Sooner we get 500, the sooner I can travel. But you guys have made a huge difference today. Thank you so much. I honestly can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I'm taking a look at this. 300 patrons. This is insane. If you are a patron right now, take a look at some of the more recent posts. You can vote on a bunch of stuff. You can vote on you get the patron meeting update. You get to vote on the possible benefit change and a few other things. So let me know. So one thing, guys, for $5 patrons, we're going to be talking about this in the patron meeting, is that a new patron update is that for $5 a month, you get your name in the description. Or not in the description, you get your name in the video. In the description, it's always going to be Senior Crew and Legends. But you can get your name in the video itself. So if you would like to, double check and check out the Patreon, and we can vote on that during the Patreon meeting. But it'd be pretty cool to have a bunch of people on the thing. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are making a huge difference in what we do here. I can't believe we got 10 patrons during the stream. And then on top of that, we got a YouTube member. And we got super chats. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So low visibility. Oh, I didn't do that. What is that? Okay, so here we go. Let's take a quick look. So he's turning right. Oh, right there. Yep, I called it. That happens. Gravel. It's a nerve-wracking situation. All right, let's go back to that real quick. So let's see what kind of factors led into the crash itself. So I'm assuming like he's doing the best he can when it comes to approaching the gravel at basically a straight line. So right now he is. Wait, no. I see traffic. 1 second.
Shit.
1 second. Okay, so he's already riding. Okay, for some reason I thought this was America or the United States and he's supposed to be on the right side. Maybe this is flipped. I don't know. So a little too fast. I even go a little bit slower than that. I go a little bit slower when it comes to stuff like that. And then until I get some traction, until I figure out the way the road is, then I accelerate. But I really only accelerate going straight when it comes to gravel. So we're going from, yeah, Connor. Hey, how you doing, Connor? How you doing, man? When you go from asphalt or from a surface to a completely different surface, you have to remember that your tires, especially on asphalt, has really good mechanical grip. So the moment you transition to the next surface, it has to recapture grip. Okay, it's constantly recapturing grip or traction. It's better to say traction. It's constantly re-grabbing traction. So when it goes from something that it's definitely grabbing to something that is very like slick and soft, for you as a rider, you're used to that traction. Now you're going to something that doesn't have very much. So this is where dirt bike riding really, really helps out for a rider going to street, because you already understand the loss of control and you understand what your tires and your tires can do and can't do. So when it comes to something like this, you definitely want to take it nice and easy. Go into it at more of like a 90-degree angle. And then from there, once you get the feel of the different traction that you have on a dirt, then you can accelerate and decelerate, as much as you feel comfortable. I've been doing good, Connor. Today's been good, man. We got 300 patrons today, so it feels great. Now, one thing that he could have done better, so that we just talked about what happened. Why did it happen? We just talked about what could have gone better. Like I said, he could have approached it more at a 90-degree, a little bit less speed, a little bit less turning while going through the gravel, and then he could have worn a little bit more gear. Probably got some nice scrapes on his arm. See you later, Todd. Yeah, this next weekend. Well, which course are you going, Todd? Which course are you going to? Are you going to out here at Ride Arizona MTC? Because I have a class at the Pima Fairgrounds on the 4th and 5th. So if you're taking the BRC1, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. I'll be coaching that with Steve, the part owner of Riders on MTC, and then Justin. So we're going to be tag teaming it all, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing that, boys. Yeah, I'll be there, man. Getting all prepped up. So he's not wearing proper gear, really. He's got a helmet and gloves, which seems like is the minimum for a lot of people. Or even the maximum. So right here, he probably got a nice scrape on his elbow, probably on his right leg, probably his right shoulder. Definitely not wearing the appropriate gear, and that could have probably minimized some of this minor of an accident injury. He's not feeling it now. Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. Yeah, who knows? I mean, if this is the road that he was always having to go down, definitely would have gotten a dual sport. Todd, I'll be there, man. I'll be there. Todd, you just I can wait for this is yours. You just signed. You just hit $20 patron, right? Yeah, Todd. These two for you. I'll bring it to class. I'll bring these to class. That way, you don't have to wait for shipping and everything. I'll bring this to class. You'll see this Saturday, bro. Let me know. I got your stuff there. And since you're taking the class, Todd, I'll throw in a keychain for you. How about that? Let me get a keychain. Let me set it aside. I got you, Todd. Thank you for signing up, man. Got the thing. Got my closet of treasures. Closet of treasures. Got yourself a... Thanks for signing up. Got yourself a keychain, bro. Boom. Magnet keychain. Sticker. Thank you so much, bruh. Oh, wait. And you became a 20... Yeah, boy. Thank you. I'm so excited. You guys are amazing. It's supposed to be an hour-long stream. We've been doing this for an hour and 36 minutes and 42 seconds. This is awesome. He's covering that. What was the issue there? Coyote shit. Oh, now he stinks.
Ouch.
Alright, so I'm going to replay this a few times, okay? I'm going to replay this for a few times. See you later, Dan. You keep riding, man. You got all these miles on your bike. You have a good rest of your day, man. It's hot as balls outside right now. So I want you guys to see what happened here. One thing that I noticed while he was riding, when I ride, or when I'm watching these videos, I look at everything, okay? And I think that's just because I have a trained eye for it. And I do this all the time. So one thing I'm really looking for is, first of all, what's the major setting here? The major setting is a nice open road, no shoulder, no real escape paths, double yellow line. That means there's traffic that's coming this way. I see that he's covering the clutch lever. He's hovering over the clutch lever. The only time you ever have to do that is when you're about to shift. Keep your hands firmly grasped around your hand grip. You definitely don't need to have your hand over the brake lever or clutch lever, especially if you're just, riding. You don't need that. The only time you need to do that is in anticipation of an accident or in anticipation of shifting. So gotcha. I'm gonna take a look at that. Yeah. So he's got his hand over the brake lever. Also, do not ride with your hand over the brake lever. It's a bad habit. So in this situation, he's gonna start grabbing that the lever, his clutch lever. I don't know why he's doing it. It's probably just he's starting to freak out a little bit. You still need power to that rear wheel in order to start accelerating out of a situation. So he looked down real quick, probably to take a look at what he's got on the right side. He's reaching for the brake lever. Okay, so he's reaching for the brake lever, the front brake lever. He's already pulled in the clutch lever. He's got plenty of room on the road. Okay, he's got plenty of room on the road. He could easily make this and stay in his lane. He doesn't even have to do what he's doing right now. This is a low-speed accident also, everybody. This is 26 miles an hour. Okay, this is what you're going to be doing while you're inside of a residential neighborhood here in the United States. Okay, it's what you should be doing, 25 miles an hour. He got his bell rung. This hurts. A lot of issues. Now, this could easily happen if you're riding around in your neighborhood and a kid pops out. So watch out. So for this one, he didn't have to go to the shoulder. He didn't have to escape. This is more of an inexperienced type of thing. And I agree. Target fixation. He was looking at the car. He thought he had to do something. He thinks his only escape route on this situation is the shoulder of the road. You didn't have to do that. Okay, so the shoulder of the road, it's an off-cantered issue, so it starts sloping down. When that happens, as soon as his tires hit that, and it's gravel, as soon as it hit that, it slid out from underneath him. He low-slided. And on top of that, he applied the front brake. On gravel, if any of you have ridden off-road, you don't want to be applying the front brake on gravel, especially super hard when you're going downhill. It's not good. Grab the front brake. He's wearing full gear though. Except for he's wearing so he's wearing a jacket. He's wearing a jacket, gloves and helmet. He's wearing regular shoes and regular jeans. He had a better escape route. The wild one, whenever honestly, if we keep getting the patrons like we are doing it now, I might be able to get it when it comes out. But right now, the goal is to get the truck and trailer first. That way I can travel. So the FTR is on hold until I can figure out if the budget looks great. If the budget looks great, I can do everything all at once. But the quickest way I could do a lot of those things is through Patreon. Because that allows me to budget it pretty easily. So I'm so thankful for you guys for the 300 patrons during the stream. We hit 85,000 subscribers. We hit 300 patrons today. And then on top of that, we hit 40 YouTube members. And we got some really good super chats. So you guys are making my life a lot easier now. We got a class filled up for this weekend. Everything seems to be going really well. And it's thanks to you guys. Holy Rafa, hey man, first time catching live Europe over here. Love your videos, liking a lot of this action review. Keep good work. Thank you, man, or keep the good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. So guys, if you didn't know, Discord is absolutely free. So Discord is absolutely 100% free. Join up. There's the link in the chat right there. You click that link, go log in, come back to the stream. Okay. So yeah, it was a Honda Grom.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. First things first, no gloves. So whenever I see an accident with no gloves, it freaks me out. Okay? Freaks me out. So I already know he's going to be missing parts of his hand. He's in a group ride, double yellow. I'm assuming this is the United States because this looks like a lot of the signage of the United States. This isn't. Maybe it's not the United States. I'm trying to read the thing on the ground. Okay. I thought you made it, so it wasn't. I guess you switched it back. Oh yeah. So Discord, we tried that out. Discord was for like 2 weeks. It was just for patrons, but you know what? At the end of the day, I would love to have it open again. So Discord's absolutely free. So this doesn't look like the United States, but this right here, this sign indicates it's a sharp turn. Let's see what happens. See all the different chevrons? There's chevrons on these. It indicates it's a sharp turn. This got to be United States. Oh. I really like the fact that we're watching somebody from a different perspective crash. And it seemed like it was relatively close. So what happened here, sharp turn, possibly too much rear brake. Maybe the rider in front slowed down, causing the second rider to apply the brakes and slid on the paint. Let's take a look at that. So he's on the paint right now. So guys, paint, it's a common beginner mistake. You don't want to be applying too much brake while braking or acceleration on the painted lines because paint is a little bit slicker than the asphalt. So he applied the rear brake on the paint line. That's what caused it. Now, you're not supposed to ride on the lines, right? Stay within the lines. Everybody teaches you that in elementary school, okay? So that's what you need to kind of watch out for when it comes to these lines, is that just stay within the lines. Everyone teaches you that. So don't be riding on them. And that's what can happen if you ride on them. You can lose traction very easily on paint. Roundabout. Maintaining speed. Everything looks good. Oh! Wow, that was close. That was very close. I want everybody to come up with what happened here. I know what happened. I'm doing my armchair quarterbacking here. I know what happened, but I'm going to play it once again. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and I'll actually play it twice. So I want you to tell me what happened and answer these 3 questions. What happened? Why did it happen? What could have gotten better? Now, you can just, right now, I just want you to tell me what happened, the why did it happen, and what could have gone better. Go ahead and, think about that yourself, okay? So we're going to play it twice. Play it one more time. I want you to tell me what happened. Answer question number 1 for me. I'll do it one more time because I know there's a 20-second delay. Now, just remember, if you write it in the comments, I'm not. Nobody's here saying, "Hey, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong." These are all great comments right here, because this is all stuff that you see. The whole point of this exercise is that I want you to think about what happened. Okay, I want you to think. I want you to guess. I want you to do all that. So definitely keep doing that. So let's see. Truck's short stop, no out. More space, more brake awareness. Truck hit brakes. He looks away. Not concentrating and eyes not on the road ahead. Check that bar and mirror. Truck stopped short. He's looking something in the mirror. Didn't keep the right distance. Too fast. Looks like when grabbing the brakes, the rider also twisted throttle. It started with him racing to beat the other car into the circle. He started looking at the truck and was looking to the right. He was looking down. Truck stopped. Looks like the rider was fixated on what was in the middle of the street or the other car. All very good. All very good. And I saw those exact same things. So what I'm going to say is now my opinion, okay? So all these things are right. Honestly, they're all right. So taking your eyes off the road for that split second. Remember, if you go, I forgot what the distance is, but if you're going like 40 miles an hour and you blink, you've traveled so many feet. So always keep that aware when you're riding. So you definitely want that space cushion. Now remember what I said about GoPros and action cameras. These vehicles are closer than they appear on camera. Okay, so this vehicle, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at this truck. So what we're going to do, so he's right now pretty much in line with this vehicle right here, right? He's pretty much in line with the car stopped on the right side. Actually, no, let's do what we're supposed to do. Let's go back. Sorry about that. And pause. So he's this light pole right here. So he's passing this light pole. How many seconds should this motorcyclist be behind this truck? It should be at least 2 seconds, right? So one motorcycle, 2 motorcycle, or 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That's how far away. Now, if you're in such a residential neighborhood with all these different issues, I definitely would want a 4-second space cushion. Not a 2 second. For me personally, a 4 second. I don't think 2 seconds is good enough, because within 2 seconds there's something can happen. You could check your bar end mirrors, and you just completely wiped away your lead time, your cushion, and everything. So with a 4 second, that gives you time to check your mirrors, check this, and still have your 2 seconds of space cushion. So he's gonna pass this right here. So let's count it: 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Okay, so he's just now passing the light pole. So he's got a 2 second gap. Okay, so he's got a 2 second gap. This is good. Now, you never know what's gonna happen. The light is green. He's assuming, or he or she's assuming, that the vehicles are going to keep going because it's a green light. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. So they're checking the mirrors. Why would you need to check your mirrors in this situation? It seems like it's a one-lane road, or a direction of one lane. There's like a little median here, so there shouldn't be any cars passing you, right? Well, you should check your mirrors anyways, just in case there's traffic behind you. You're also maintaining the space cushion in front and in the rear. So this person checking the mirror is perfectly fine because they're checking to make sure they have the space cushion in the rear. So who knows? Maybe there was a car behind this person that was on their ass and they checked, right? Okay. No brake lights, no brake lights, no brake lights. Okay, as soon as they checked the bar end mirrors, the brake lights popped up. Now this braking happened very quick. This person is just removed at least a second of that following distance. So now you have half a second to recognize what's going on, and then you have a half a second to stop. It's not going to happen. So maybe this person said, oh crap, okay, I see the brake lights, I need to apply the brakes, but I just saw in my rear view, I think I can kind of see in the rear view. I don't know, you guys can't see it, but there's like a white vehicle or something white in the mirror. So maybe this person's like, I can't apply the brakes and stop in time. I have to escape off to the right. Okay. So originally, the first option is to apply the brakes. You heard the brakes go. They realized they're not going to stop in time. Here's the thing: the brakes were applied for probably half a second, maybe a quarter of a second. And look how close he is to the vehicle. Your braking distance isn't that good. So this person, it looks like a woman. She's got long hair. So let's just call him a rider. So the rider, oh, it's Yo-Yo Two Wheels. I've heard of that person. Yo-Yo Two Wheels. Yeah, it's a girl. Yeah, it's Yo-Yo Two Wheels, everybody. Got very lucky. This is very, very skilled though. I'm diagnosing what happened. Applied the brakes. Realized they're not going to stop in time. She released the brakes, and then applied a swerving technique. Okay. Holy Rafa, a friend referred you. Nice. Word of mouth, everybody, makes a huge difference. So she applied the brakes, realized couldn't stop in time. Within that split second, decided to swerve. If you're going to take your mirror off, or you take your bar end mirror, or you're going to hit the handlebars but still maintain your bike, if you have to do that, you have to do it, okay? Luckily, this happened. Now, why did this happen? Looks like a dog ran out in the road. There's a dog right here. Looks like it ran across the road or ran into the road or something. It looks like maybe this family was out riding, had the dog. The dog ran into the road thinking it's going to keep going because it doesn't understand turn signals. It doesn't understand road traffic. The dog caused this driver to stop. So this can happen anywhere. Anywhere. It can happen residential. It can happen anything. So it's very, very, very important to always, always, always maintain a 4-second space cushion around you if you possibly can. Very important. So yeah, very lucky, exactly, stacks. Very lucky no vehicles were coming at that moment. There was a vehicle right before this happened, and there's a vehicle right after. She did the exact right thing to do, which was to get out of this danger zone of oncoming traffic. I personally wouldn't have gone across this traffic, this car, because this car could have kept going, but I would have maintained my lane. But at this situation, she did everything right. She's walking away from it. So now with that knowledge, let's watch it again. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't brake and swerve at the same time. Braking and swerving at the same time is what's causing people's rear tires to slide out from beneath them. You're not going to be able to turn and brake, so you can't turn it and decelerate at the same time. I mean, you can, but if you try to decelerate 100% and then you try to swerve 100%, there's not enough tire traction to do both. So if you brake 50%, swerve 50%, it might work, but there's a good chance that you're going to have some issues when it comes to the actual turning. You're not going to turn well enough, and you're not going to brake well enough. At that point, it's better to do one or the other. So definitely do one or the other. Swerve or brake, and then afterwards, straighten up and apply the brakes. So let's watch this now in full motion. We'll go to the next video after that. So Yo-Yo Two Wheels, shout out to Yo-Yo Two Wheels. See the dog? Let's take a look at the dog real quick. Does he have a leash? Dog has a leash. They lost control of the dog. It was an accident all around. Should have had more control over the dog. Dog is a dog. I love dogs, so I'm glad the dog's not hurt. Glad Yo-Yo's not hurt. Nobody's hurt. It's just a little bit of damage. Well, another reason why you should have good insurance. Engine braking in this situation wouldn't have... Engine braking and actual braking, if both combined, still wouldn't have been able to stop you in time. So the swerve was the only thing that prevented serious injury in this situation. So I want you guys to see it again. The swerve, this is a great example of what you should do if something bad happens. Okay, this is a freak accident. Once again, I prefer 4-second space cushion instead of a 2-second. But here we go. Swerve, boom. Very good. Very, very good. So the swerve was only a matter of probably this much feet. Like I'm literally like 2 feet. Okay, so 2 feet. That's how much the tires probably moved from this position to this position, and that is what prevented a head-on or a rear-end collision. Okay, so it doesn't take much to swerve out of the way. It really doesn't. Luckily, when she applied the brakes, she started to swerve towards the outside. So if she started swerving towards the inside, applied, and then tried to swerve out, it would have taken a little bit more. What's up, SKM18, boy? Don't go to work, ENJ. Oof. Oof. Yeah, Stacks, you get a lot of deer in the Midwest. So this could happen anywhere. This can happen with a dog, a deer, a child running into the road and a car stopping in front of you not to hit the child. All these things. Get your dog.
Yeah, no, I'm all good. Oh.
It's not the dog's fault. You need to get...
Yeah, no, top of my eyes.
It's not the dog's fault, bro. Don't be hitting your dog. You should have kept your dog on the leash. It doesn't know any better.
Off the road for 1 second.
Oh, I come out of this nowhere,
What? Oh, what did you stop for? The dog?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Car in front of me stopped for it.
Oh.
Stop for the dog.
Oh, okay. Just that, was it?
Get out of the... I would get out of the road.
Holy.
So right here is actually a dangerous position between the truck and traffic. Definitely dangerous. A lot of cops actually get injured in a lot of these types of accidents because of when they pull over somebody, they get pinned and then they lose their legs and everything. So in the fire service, public safety service, we're actually trained not to stand in between vehicles and have somebody always looking at traffic, just in case something happens. So in this situation, I'd wait for the cops to kind of, I would wait for the cops to show up to navigate traffic. I'd stay onto the sidewalk and discuss insurance and everything. I would, at this point, just definitely get your insurance card out. It's a dangerous spot right there. See right here, you could have a car not paying attention and hit everybody. Definitely watch out. Hey Dan, I just wanted you to know you were watching on a 65-inch 4K TV. Yeah, Grat 26, boys. So how do I look on your 4K TV, bro? Do I look good? I better look good.
Got it down my front. Jesus. I've got insurance.
Good. I also leave that stuff on the ground for the cops to write their report. Oh. I'm surprised he actually crashed. He's pissed. I can tell he's really pissed. I would be too. Oh, he's got some good upgrades to his Harley too. That's expensive. Dolor is pain. I know that. Let's see. I'm gonna find out what he wrote. Momento dolor. So, anybody knows Spanish? So I don't have to look it up. I'm guessing pain. In a moment, he's gonna have pain. Am I right? You kind of look to me like my cousin. My cousin didn't. Boy, anybody want to translate that? I know dolor means pain. Momento means in a moment. So in a moment, he's gonna feel pain. Am I right? All right, let's go back to that. Let's see. So looks like there's water on the road, but it's not in his path really. These lines are not clearly indicated and marked, but this person changing lanes. At this moment, I felt pain. Okay, see, look at it. Got it. I know Spanish. This guy changing lanes, that was part of the deadly motorcycle incidents and stuff that I put in my video. This guy is improperly changing lanes to go and turn a right. He should be moving into this lane and then turning right. It caused this person to stop. It doesn't seem like they're going too fast. On a speedo for Harley, up 100% vertical is 60. So he's going 50, 40. He's going 40 miles an hour. Here we go. No blinker. Okay. So definitely a ton of front brake. Trying to turn the handlebars and applying a lot of the front brake will cause this, okay? It will cause you to lock up that front tire. This is a Harley Sportster, so I'm pretty sure there's no ABS on this, so it's a full-on lockup. At this moment, I felt the pain. Boom! Called it. Yeah. Amberly's family, thank you for letting me know. Holy Rafa, thank you for being here and letting me know. You guys are awesome. Now, just remember, guys, if you become a $5 patron during this stream, you're going to get yourself a DDFM patron sticker. Okay, so if you become a $5 patron, you get a DDFM sticker. Okay, during the stream only. If you become a patron after the stream, you're not going to get that. If you become a $20 patron during the stream, you're going to get a magnet too. You're going to get a magnet and this, okay? Only during the stream. After that, you're just going to get all the perks normally. SKM18, just want to let you know I love these kind of streams. I'm having a blast doing these streams. I really am. We've been doing this for 2 hours today so far. I'll do it for another 30 minutes. If we keep getting patrons and stuff, I'll just keep going because it's helping out so much. It's going to definitely subsidize all the next 2 or 3 live streams because these get demonetized. So Patreon is the only way I can really... So the only way you can really support what I do other than super chatting. So Stacks, thank you for the super chat, and becoming a YouTube member. So YouTube member, super chat, and then Patreon is the best way to support the channel. So he applied a lot of front brake. That's why you heard the throttle get hit because he grabbed it and he started falling. So then it started pulling on the throttle too. That's why you heard the throttle go up. Yeah, so this is exactly what happens when you brake and swerve at the same time. So we just watched the video with Yo-Yo 2 Wheels. She applied the brakes and then swerved, so she separated them. This is what happens when you try to swerve and brake at the same time. So let's watch it one more time, and then we'll watch the full video. Where can you get a DanDan shirt? You can get a DanDan t-shirt. Oh my God, I can't even speak. You can get it here. You can actually get a mug and a few other things on Teespring, but I'm gonna let you guys know something a little bit. It's a little bit cheaper, and if you have Amazon Prime, it's definitely cheaper. Okay, if you go to Amazon and you type in DanDanTheFireman, you're gonna have access to the teachers. So DanDanTheFireman. So watch this. So I'm on Amazon. Okay, everybody. So I'm going to type in DanDanTheFireman. Boom, boom, boom. You get a Yeah Boy t-shirt. Different colors. And if you just click on this, look at all the t-shirts I have right here. You get a hoodie. You get a Yeah Boy t-shirt. All these things. The t-shirt that I'm actually wearing right now, the DDFM Crew t-shirt, this is where I got it. $15.99 on Amazon Prime. So free shipping if you have Amazon Prime. Patreon sticker, if you become, for this stream right now, if you become a $5 patron, you're going to get a DDFM sticker, DDFM patron sticker, if you become a $5 patron, okay? And then after you become a $5 patron, if you don't want to be a patron anymore, you can always cancel it, okay? But I'm going to send you a sticker, okay? Yeah, I got socks. I got a lot of fun things. So if you go to Amazon.com and then you search for DanDanTheFireman, you're going to find all my t-shirts on there too. And it's cheaper shipping. I'm wearing one from Amazon right now. I love it. It's great quality. And I have pop sockets too. So anyways, let's watch this real quick.
Yeah, you cut me off.
I did not see you at all.
It doesn't matter if you didn't see it. It doesn't matter if you didn't see him. You jumped from the middle lane to turn right into the mall.
Yeah.
You're fine? Is everything okay with the bike?
No.
Okay. You need me to do anything?
Yeah, I need you to get your insurance card so you can pay for my bike. Looks like a dirt bike or a dual sport. It's that. Yeah, I was gonna say that vehicle. Ooh, but you low slide. How far did you slide? Oh, he. The bike is destroyed. Just get the key, turn it off. He's spilling gas everywhere. Okay, so the bike hit the car. Yeah, so let's take another look at this. So this was a panic evasive maneuver. So this isn't a dual sport, this is just an older bike. So this car got into this guy's lane, caused him to freak out a little bit, okay? Caused him to freak out a little bit. He tried to evade a little bit to the right, but while he was evading to the right, he hit gravel. At this point, it seems like the grass, it's not high quality, but it seems like the grass and everything is pretty level. I would have just went into the grass straight up and down, okay? That's what I would have done if I felt like I had to. I've seen cars do this to me all the time. All I do is I just keep maintaining my lane. But what happened here is that he definitely hit gravel. He slid out. He did a low slide. The car itself, or no, the bike itself, ran into the red car that's coming up behind him. So luckily, that's what happened. Luckily, he didn't go into the red car and crash. He actually stayed pretty much rolling near the grass. The bike itself went into the next vehicle. So let's actually rewatch. Let's rewatch the whole thing. That's what I got out of it. Let's see what you guys get out of it. Okay, so yeah, that car. Let's do that again. So that car shouldn't have been in his lane of travel, but let's take a quick look. How much room does he really have? How much room does he have? He has a lot of room. He really does. This is why you need to understand what you can and can't do on your motorcycle and get familiar with the motorcycle. He has plenty of room. He still has lane position 2 and he still has lane position 3. There really isn't a reason to go off-road. There really isn't a reason to put your tires into the gutter of it. He could have maintained his lane positioning. It's still a crappy situation, still a very crappy situation, but he definitely could have been on this and have been fine. This has actually happened to me many times in a car, and probably even more times since I'm able to pay attention when I'm on the bike. It happens to me all the time, especially in the mountains. So this is something you definitely want to watch out in the mountains if you're ever out carving those canyons, all right? 80 kilometers per hour. Okay. See, look, he's still on the line, but I think he applied a little bit of brake. Let's take a look at his hand. So he has the brake. Yeah, he grabbed the brake. That was all front brake. It's very hard to see. Yeah, exactly. Arithmetics, word puzzles. Exactly. You can see him grab the front brake in the turn. So he grabs that front brake, but he's already passed the car. That's the thing, is that your reaction time is not very good. So he's already passed the car, and you see him just, as soon as he squeezes, as soon as he grabs that front brake and pulls it, he falls. So this is a front brake issue. So it's actually probably not gravel. So you're gonna kind of see it. He's gonna grab there. Boom. Woo. Good eye, man. Good eye. So at this point, the bike is completely totaled. Now I'm worried about further injury and further issues. You got gasoline flowing on the floor. The bike is still on. You got hot engine parts. The flash point or the lower limit for gasoline is still pretty good. So I mean, there's a good chance this can catch fire. So at this point, just try to find the key and shut it off, and then walk away. If it catches fire, it catches fire. Make sure nobody's around it. Awesome Dark Fire 93. Yeah, it was Stacks. It was a panic braking. He could have handled the situation. So what could have been different, or what could have gotten better, is that don't grab the brake. He was already traveling. He was past the car. The hazard was gone. He applied the brakes, and that's what caused the accident. It was a panic braking situation. Your bike is completely totaled. So now he's got to deal with insurance with this guy, because now his car is torn up because the bike slid into that car. The braking made him fall because he applied a lot of the brake. A lot of the brake. So you can apply a little bit of brake in the turns. You can. It's trail braking. You can apply a little bit of brakes in the turns. But the thing is, he grabbed from a 0% probably to like 80%. 0 to 80, 0 to 100%. He grabbed it because he freaked out. It was a panic. So when that happens, it locked up. So the tire's spinning and then it locked up. And when it locks up and you're turning, and you have speed, since it locked up, it washed out. It washed out from underneath. Somebody said it was a brake washout. It moved the tire, and once you lost traction of that front tire, you're falling. It's quick, and it's hard to see it from the rider's perspective. But when you watch some of these other videos of people just like all of a sudden they're riding, all of a sudden it's like bloop, they fall down. That's because their front tire locks up. It's as quick as that. It definitely happened because of a turn, but it can happen going straight also. That's why you need to learn proper braking techniques, the progressive braking techniques that you learn in the MSF course. And then I actually have it on the DDFM crew manual. So once again, you get an extra perk as a $1 patron, is that you get access to the crew manual and look up the emergency braking video that I have on there and how to set up, and you'll actually see how to do it appropriately. Oh, what the heck happened there? What's up, crazy psycho? Sounds like he's in pain, though. Alright, let's take a quick look at what happened there. Let's rewatch that. So it's raining. Looks like a loss of traction. His right leg's caught up. So in this situation, it looks like a loss of traction. So this right here is a painted side. This is a lot of paint, a lot less traction. It's raining, so it's slick paint. So yeah, Bridget, slippery paint. But the moment he crashes, the moment he loses traction, I'm trying to look for an right there. Exactly. He applied the brakes. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? There's a car that's going to turn right in front of this guy. There's a car that's going to turn right. This is why you watch one video. Okay, then you watch a video and, hey, Luke, you're getting yourself this. Got this set aside from you. We got Darkfire93 becoming a new YouTube member too. I'm waiting for Darkfire to pop up. We're waiting for the Darkfire to pop up. Let's see if we hit 301. I'm going to refresh that. Refresh. 301, boys. But we got a new member, Darkfire93. When is it going to pop up? We don't know. There it goes. Darkfire93 has become a YouTube member, boy. Thank you. Now you got a mustache. I want you to type something, Darkfire93. Type something if you can. I don't know if you're just lurking or whatever. I want you to see that you got this really nice green text around your name, and you get a mustache. Yeah, boy. So the paint, so slippery road because of the water, slippery road because of the paint. But did anybody see the truck wanting to pull out in front of him? So this guy applied the brakes, and now he's going to slip and fall. So yeah, Luke, you're going to get yourself a sticker. I got it set aside right here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people I got to get stickers and magnets and everything for. We got these over here. I got everything situated. Let's see. I got it all right here. I got it all on my screen right here. Who just became what? And I'll be sending you guys out all your things. So Luke, Todd, Andrew, Trey, everybody that is signed up, make sure you also send me your picture. That way, if you're a $5 member, make sure you send me your picture. What's up, dude? Darkfire93's got himself a mustache, but back with you, DDFM, after 800-mile ride, last 3 days, back to the classroom. Thanks, dude. And everybody seems to be going for these massive rides. That's awesome, though. So let's take a look. This guy has a truck come out in front of him. I'm going to see if I can pause it right at the last second. Boom. Ah! Come on. I want you to pause. Okay. Let's see. So right here. Anybody see this this truck? Anybody see the truck? Yeah, Luke, there's a part of your perk. Part of the $5 patron perk is if you send me a picture, I'll put it up on the DDFM crew wall. All right. So the best and easiest way to do that is go to the Discord and send me a picture. If you're on Discord, private message me a picture that you would like on the DDFM crew wall. Let's actually just go there. So guys, if you didn't know, let's see. Oh, see, look, the DDFM training manual, the DDFM crew manual is locked behind a password. You have to be a patron to get it. So if you're a $5 member or more, your picture can go up on the DDFM crew member wall, okay? So if you sign up for $5 patron and then you cancel it, your picture's still going to stay up here, okay? So like I said, we got Dan SHEA up in the hizzy over there. We got Brandon, Simon, DueyDidit, Scratch, Venezia. We got all these people. We got all these people up here, and everybody will get to see it. So if you're a $5 member, send me your picture. That way I can post it up there. All right, so we got this vehicle right here. Panic stopping on slick paint, panic stopping on wet road, caused the fall. That's what happened. The vehicle got out in front of him. Vehicle got out in front of him. Very painful, though. Painful mistake. We just hit 41 YouTube members, 301 patrons, 302 patrons. Yeah, boy. Thank you, Raphael, boy. Appreciate it. 302. 302 patrons. I am, oh, wrong button. Love this. Love it. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is at nighttime.
Oh shit, I dumped it. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't tell what happened on that one, so we're going to skip that one. Oh, dumped it on that one too. Let's watch it real quick. Looks like it was brakes also. It happened really quick. Okay, so the first thing that popped into my head.
I got her.
First thing that popped in my head is the motorcyclist out front stopped to wait for traffic. The second motorcyclist thought that first motorcyclist was going to keep going. He started going, saw that the motorcyclist was stopped, applied too much brake. That's basically what happened. Applied too much brake in a turn. Happens a lot. Common mistake. Wear gear just in case it happens. So speed wobbles, a little bit too much speed. It was a little bit loud, so I'm going to skip that one. Dirt bike. Possibly broken collarbone. Just lost traction of the front tire. Front tire washed out. That's basically it. So guys, 8 more minutes, and the stream is gonna be gone. This will be a 2.5-hour stream in 8 minutes. If you'd like to sign up and get a sticker, it's a patron sticker. Let's go ahead and switch over to this real quick. If it's a DDFM patron sticker, sign up for $5 patron. You get a bunch of perks, and then you're going to sticker during the stream, so for the next 8 minutes you'll get that. If you become a $20 patron, you're going to get the magnet version and the sticker version. Make sure you let me know. Wait, let me know. Make sure you sign up. Let me know. I'll know. Everybody will know. If you sign up during the stream, that's what you're going to get. After the stream, you're just going to get the normal perks, okay? So let's do it. 8 more minutes, everybody. Thank you for everybody that has signed up. We hit 302. We hit some really good numbers on the YouTube membership. And thank you for the super chats. Yes, that's another thing, Stacks. It could be because of bad tread on tires. So this is another reason why you need to have good tread on your tires. Because in an emergency situation, you're going to need that traction. You're going to need that tread on those tires in order to stop. So maybe sometimes some of these things can be prevented from properly maintained motorcycle. Does that sound familiar? Is it something that I talk about? Is it something that a lot of people talk about? If you properly maintain your motorcycle, it can help save your life. This is where it comes into play. Too fast. Good thing there's lettuce. Is the bike on him? Okay, let's do a quick Okay, so this guy's obviously having some fun. This guy's having some fun. You see how he's using up all 3 lanes. He's just dancing with the bike. Here's the problem though, is that he's coming up to a turn. This sign right here says it's a sharp turn coming up ahead. It's a little warning signal. Take it nice and easy. He's going back and forth, back and forth. He's not setting up for the turn appropriately. See that? So another thing that can cause some issues with your perception of what the turn is. You see these shadows? These shadows can really mess you up when it comes to your judgment of the turn. So be aware of that. If you ever drive your car and you see a bunch of shadows on the road, it kind of messes up where the lines are. It messes up your vision. Same thing with motorcycles, but it's even more dangerous because now you're approaching this turn at a higher speed than you think you can. You got 2 tires of traction, and you need a lot more training when it comes to motorcycling. So what happens here is that he's going to go through this turn a little bit faster than he thought he should. Instead of doubling down and applying more counter steering pressure, he sees the exit and he goes towards it. Target fixation caused some of it, and then right at the last second he applies the brakes and he dumps the bike. Let's rewatch the whole thing on that one. Dump the brake. He applied the brakes right there. He reached for it. Instead of turning, he shut off the engine quick. That's good. Check your body. Make sure you're not injured. If you are, don't even try to pick up your bike. Who cares at that point? Your injury is more important. Right there, this car just keeps going. I'm just gonna make a comment about that. That's obviously somebody just crashed. Obviously somebody just got possibly injured. There's still dust kicked up in the air, so it's obvious that it just happened. If you're a driver and if you're right now watching this channel, it means you know something about motorcycles. If you drive by something like this, guys, please, you can go ahead and leave. I mean, don't do that. Come on. I mean, I know you might possibly not know what to do when it comes to that incident. Pull over somewhere safely. Go in and check up on the person. For all you know is that their phone could have got crushed in the accident. You know, like on a rambout, it could have got launched somewhere. They can't find it. They're injured. They can't crawl to their phone. They can't call 911. Stop, please. Please just stop. Ask them if they're okay. Dial 911 or wherever you're at. The dial for emergency services. You can either stay and wait for emergency services, or you can leave. It's perfectly fine, but make sure you at least call. That way you get some people on the way for them. Who knows? They might have a concussion. They don't know. For some reason, they can't put two together. Their traumatic brain injury happened. They can't dial. They don't know how to dial because their memory just got messed up. Please, just stop for one of these people that got in an accident, no matter how minor, okay? All right. Please, I think we're all part of the same schedule or same idea of that, okay? You see that breathing right there? That is the fight or flight. Your adrenaline's pumping. Your increased heart rate. The increased heart rate is going to cause you to breathe more because your body wants more oxygen. So you're hyperventilating, you're breathing more. I bet you his pupils are extremely dilated, so you can achieve more light in there, so you can see more visual stuff. It's a scary situation. And somebody in that situation, you don't want them having to worry about themselves. As a driver that might have seen the accident or a friend, have that person sit down. You call 911. You have the level head. You weren't going through the incident. You take care of it until they calm down. It's very important. Very important. I've seen it so many times. I'm usually the person that, obviously that would show up and take care of it. That person's still hyperventilating even when I show up. That person is still in the fight or flight mode even when I show up. It's scary. It's scary. It really is. All right. So guys, we got about one more minute of the live stream. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Normally this is just a 1 hour live stream, but this is the 85,000 subscriber right here. 85,000 subscribers. Hey, ole Rafa, boys. Let's move that over here. Let's do that right there. Ole Rafa became a patron. Haha. And I just see that you were given the patron role on Discord. So ole Rafa, thank you. Guys, for about one more minute, if you become a $5 patron, you will get yourself a sticker, okay? Become a $5 patron, get yourself a sticker. In the next minute after that, you're just going to get the perks, the normal perks. You're going to get a bunch of stuff, okay? Let's see. I noticed most of the accents are from racing bikes, so this is not looking good for people who just want to enjoy riding. You just need to have the skill, okay? Motorcycle riding is inherently dangerous, everybody. It's dangerous to ride a motorcycle. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's dangerous to ride a motorcycle. You need the skill. You need to practice. You need to have the training. You need to practice while you're riding every single day. Just because you went and took a class doesn't mean you're done practicing. I go out and practice every single time I ride. I practice lane changes. I practice, keeping my head on a swivel. I practice keeping an eye out for hazards. I keep an eye out for escape routes every single second of every single time I ride. So this situation where he crashed off to the right, he was going too fast, got complacent, wasn't paying attention, and when the emergency actually happened, he applied too much brake. And when you apply too much brake in a turn, you apply too much brake and you lock up the front tire, you're going to fall. So you need to have the skill in that. You can still apply the front brake and stop. Applying too much front brake at once is a bad idea. That's the problem. You can apply the brakes progressively, which means more, and you can do that fast. You can do, let's say you're applying the brakes. So this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's applying the brakes. That's progressive pressure. That's progressively going better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What happened here was he went like, boom, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. That's what happened. That's what caused the lockup. That's what caused the dump. So remember, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, obviously, in an emergency situation, you're going to have to stop faster than that, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You see how I can say it quicker? I could do it quicker. That is where you learn how to do that in the MSF. You learn that in the BRC1. You learn that and you practice. You don't go from 5 to 1 immediately. You 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The more you practice that in an emergency situation, the level of training you have, the lowest level of training you have is what's going to come out in an emergency situation. So if your lowest level of training is to smash those brakes, you've only done the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like 3 times and called it a day, you're not going to remember that. Your body's not trained to know that in an emergency situation. So you have to constantly practice. All right? This is why I do these videos. This is why I make these things, and I want you guys to stay safe. There's always new motorcycle riders popping in and then leaving the channel. That's perfectly fine, guys. If you want to swing by and learn your thing and then take off and learn something, more expert, that's perfectly fine. I'm here to make sure you guys have the basics, the foundation, so that you could do whatever it is you need to do later on. So if you want to support the channel, we've had some really good stuff going on today. We had some really good super chats. We got some new YouTube members. We got a ton of patrons. You guys are insane. Definitely swing by patreon.com/DanDanTheFireman. If you want to have the absolute basics, it's 50 plus pages. It's my ebook. It's $10. It's right there, motorcyclebeginnersguide.com. You want to check that out. It's very important that you guys take a class. So swing on by riders on mtc.com. There's also getting your beard products. So get your beard products, everybody. Your beard products is riotbeard.com. Very important. But right there, look at that. Ride Arizona MTC if you would like to be a part of that, please. You guys are welcome. Grat26. Thank you everybody. Thank you so much. That right there is the Discord. We're on the Discord right now, so if you would like to swing by the Discord, it's absolutely free. Continue the chat, continue everything. If you became a patron and you're on Discord, make sure you link up your Discord and Patreon, because we have a huge section. We got the crew lounge, the DDFM training manual password is right here, only for patrons. Right here, we got all this stuff right here. New rider questions, maintenance, and gear section. Look at all these patrons. We got Scratch, Lamar, Fiero. We have a mental health section, so if you ever want to just go in there and talk and voice your concerns and everything. Everybody's posting their pictures of their babies over here. It's really cool. I really enjoy swinging by. We got a gamer lounge for the crew. So all these right here down below is for the crew itself. So if you are a patron, you get access to all this. If you're not a patron, you get access to pretty much everything else. Like 80% of the server is free. Okay, guys. So swing on by the Patreon, the Discord, and swing on by. I'm over here. We got the staff. We got all these crew members. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you guys later. Awesome stream. The Bobs 9343 just showed up. Yeah, boy. The Bobs.